Now we'll talk about some drills for your road day coaching. Got a couple of drills here. There's plenty of stuff you can do, but today we'll talk about weaving. Just finding a good part of the circuit at Broadford. The front straight is probably the best part of the track to do this. You've got, depending on your numbers, you've got plenty of room there to separate the drills, so you can have a group down one end of the circuit, one end of the front straight, another group at the other end, and you can get through it a lot quicker. So weaving's just set up your cones. These are your gates, so the bikes are going to be lined up in this direction here. At Broadford we have a big concrete wall there, and then there's the dummy grid behind here. So we like to set up cones not too far apart, but just enough so that the guys being coached, junior or senior, can get through these cones safely. So they might start from this side and just weave in between the cones. The further you get down the line, just tighten them up a bit. This is all about changing direction on the bike, moving your body position so you can get it around the cones, and then try and put that into practice when you're out on the circuit. Now with this drill on the road circuit, if you've got a drill set up down near the start line, good thing to use is this concrete wall. For when they've gone through the drill, they continue around this side of the concrete wall. It separates them from the riders in the drill, so this just creates a safety point. So they'll ride down this direction, back to the back of the line, and back through. Try and do it one at a time, and definitely use this concrete wall as a barrier between the guys finishing the drill and starting the drill. Next we can do figure eights, just setting up cones in a figure eight. And you just get the group back here, get one rider to go through this a couple of, maybe 2 or 3 laps. Just get him or her just to go through and ride around the cones in a figure eight. This just helps them with movement on the bike, directions from right to left. Safety is the most important thing in any coaching drill, making sure there's enough distance between the next lot of riders and the rider in the drill. So give yourself enough room between the riders back here and the drill here, and just get the rider to go through maybe two or three times, and then finish out here. Once again, you can use that concrete wall there, get him or her to ride behind that wall, and when they've gone behind the wall, you can send the next rider through, so the drill constantly keeps running. Especially kids don't like to sit there on their bikes waiting around. They get a little bit bored, so you've got to try and keep them moving. Also, bikes don't like to be sitting on idle for a long time. You don't want the bike overheating on them. Next, controlled starts. Now, we call them controlled starts because we don't, as coaches, we don't teach the kids how to race and race starts. We don't like to mention the word race at all. So we call these controlled starts. Now, these are using the lights, red light, green light. So you have your start line there. Get the group away from the start, down here. Just once again, safety, keeping your distance between the rider doing the start and the group here. Personally, I like to demonstrate everything before I get the riders to do the drill. The way I look at it, if I can't do what I want them to do, how can I teach them? So we'll have someone using the control box inside the tower to run the lights. So I'll demonstrate a start. I'll just pick a starting point. It could be here, it could be there. Always mix it up, because when they get to race day, they're not always going to be in the same position on the grid. They'll always change. So the lights are up here. I might choose this position here. I just get the kids to line up here and watch me so they can see what I'm trying to get them to do. Clutch control and throttle control. What I try and get them to do is like you're taking off from any set of lights out on the street. Just nice controlled, easy starts. Making sure the bike's nice and upright and no monos or anything, that they just get a nice takeoff. So I'll get the kids to line up there and watch me just for, using the clutch and controlled throttle. So once I've done that, I'll come back, get one rider at a time to pick their spot where they want to take off from. If they want to take off from here, I will stand there and just retell them what I want, what I'm looking for. Remember, easy, nice throttle, nice clutch control, and a good safe start. So I'll retell them that, especially the juniors. I'll walk away. I'll walk up here with the red flag, and then when I point, I'll point the red flag to the tower. As I walk off, then they control the lights. So it's similar to a race day, but we don't want them doing race starts. But just the same setup as any race day, as in the flag marshal here and using the lights. Once they take off, usually give them until they get to turn 1, and then we'll bring the next rider through. Gives plenty of distance between the riders, so it's very safe. We get them to continue around turn 1, and there's a road down here that comes back down to the start finish line. We have another coach up here, or official. They'll pull the riders up here and slowly get them to return back to the group, and we'll continue them on as quick as we can, once again, so their bikes don't overheat and so they're not getting bored. If there's any questions about our coaching drills, feel free to email into Motorcycling Victoria or contact Motorcycling Victoria. You can even contact myself on Facebook. I have a Facebook page, Danny Gibson Motorcycle Coaching. If there's any questions at all, we'll do our very best to help you out. To the preparation with the bike check, whatever discipline you're in, jump over to the MV website and find the scrutineering video, and that should give you the answers to what you're looking for on checking your bike to make sure it's safe to ride.